Good luck.
First off, the creds you spend here go to your feet. Not to me, not to you. Second, if
Ooh.
either of you bums lay a finger on those creds, I have Delgado's express permission to blow your heads off and serve the guts as sushi.
No, no, no. Those are not sushi grade
Buy a
guts.
drink, or get the hell out of my way.
Get the hell
I
out.
don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship.
What up,
I was
Bog?
wondering when you'd wander my way. The name's Fergus. Fergus Wickham. But you can call me Bog.
What up?
Welcome to the last Nova, where the drinks are never free.
I mean, how'd you get the? So you're the bartender here.
Guilty? You name it, I got it. Although, I can't speak to quality. We don't believe in expiration dates here as long as it gets the job done.
Oh God. How'd you get the name
Got
Bog?
it back in my experimental days. Before we fixed up Nova, she was a real boggy mess. Practically an indoor swamp. I figured some of what's growing around here could make some decent booze.
Oh
Some
God.
would say I only got the booze part right.
Ew. Did they turn into booze? I just found my new home away
As
from
long as you're
home.
buying, stay as long as you like. The last Nova never sleeps, so no last call here. Since it's your first time with us, I'm willing to make an exception to the rule and offer you my speciality. On the house.
My speciality.
One free bottle of Bog's Grog.
Eee, that sounds disgusting. I'll take it.
That's the spirit. I knew you'd be the adventurous type. And if you like it, you're in luck. Cheapest drink you can find. And guaranteed to drown those sorrows.
I'm sure. All right. What's on the menu?
We got the usual suspects.
As long as there's no sushi. It doesn't have anything unique except for the grog. Everything else is pretty standard. Grog and toast. So what's in your box, grog?
Now that's a trade secret, mate. And a homegrown one at that. But nothing to worry about. I've been serving it up going on 20 years now. Only things that kill my customers are bullets and stupidity.
I mean, that's fair.
Last Nova never closes, so come back anytime.
All right, bruh. Oh, that's a nice view. They need some new speakers. Their speakers are atrocious. There we go. That's a good photo. Also, what did you want,
I don't
Sam?
got many friends, so I figure I gotta level with you.
Why?
My past keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it.
Okay.
Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was gonna be.
What? Now's really not a good time. Just take the leap and start talking.
Right. You know, when I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job.
Oh, that's what a dad
That,
does.
plus the magical co-family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for. Timetables down to the second. Too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds better than fast food and retail. You could do a lot worse.
That's the way my dad looked at it. On paper, I see your point. But it was rough. So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man.
Oh.
He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus.
Nope, you should have said no.
Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it.
Big
I knew I wasn't
mistake.
shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure it was. I could see.
And you're a hell of a lot smarter than I was. So, more jobs started coming. And everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties. Innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I
Oh.
wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else.
Nah, you were
So I was
smuggling
gonna open the
bullets.
boxes and keep pretending.
Oh, okay. You know you didn't kill those people.
Not directly. And I tell myself they'd get guns from someone else. But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard.
Ooh, he did some
Whole
Aurora.
weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did.
That's usually how it goes. You can't keep playing. Were you that good at it?
At the time, I thought I was the bee's knees. But looking back, a lot of it was dumb luck. I swear my damn name got me out of trouble most of the time. Oh, you're a Cole like Solomon? They just waved me through.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like your boss took advantage.
Yeah, but it takes two to tango. To this day, I don't know what I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough. A whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the rendezvous.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. I managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. That should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
And that's when he met his waifu. I could absolutely see you doing that.
I don't flinch from living life on the edge a little. Anyway, and then, dependable and straight
Lillian.
as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. All that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job.
That's
And
great,
it.
Sam.
All my cards are on the table.
If you haven't done anything you're ashamed of once or twice, you haven't really lived. So that's it? Nothing more?
Look, I'm guilty as hell of smuggling who knows what. And there are people I dealt with. Bad people. That would recognize me.
Okay.
But I swear, I did more questionable stuff for the Rangers, under orders, mind you, than I ever did as a smuggler.
Okay. You aren't that kid anymore. You're probably a better person for
Well,
it.
after I hit bottom, I learned a lot. Fast. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me, I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone,
You'd be surprised. She probably already knows. Just know I'm here for you, Sam, with all my heart. This is probably the most inappropriate time to flirt. But when she's older and the time is right, you have to tell her.
well, ain't that something to look forward to? Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I really need to own that. And have a tough talk with Lillian. Tell her about that follow-through you mentioned. Cora's at an important age right now. Every visit counts. You can't flake on her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery.
Well, that was a random
Like
pivot.
getting a root canal.
What? Why would I go to the dentist, Sam? I swear, some of these dialogue choices.
Yeah.
But he's liking his conversation to being worse than a root canal. I guess.
Work for a medical. More monkey suit never.
Jessamine Griffin. Who are you?
Hey, Cap, you hiring? Got some baddies on my tail, and I need a place to lay low.
Not on my ship. Bye.
Hard to believe what passes for polite conversation these days.
Yep. Bye.
Always ask.
Are
for
you
a bigger
dancing?
cut. It's all about making those credits.
I heard Iswa's sister is some hardcore mercenary.
Okay. What are you doing?
But to the fleet,
Are you doing the
they're
left,
just
right?
that.
Hands on the
Last
hips?
Nova. Welcome to the heart of
The hip
debauchery.
wiggle? What is she doing right now? D- Her face while she's dancing. We're just gonna leave.
Everyone's going to learn to fear the fleet.
Okay, guys. Y'all need to chill. Pirate freebooter. Alright, let's get out of here. Before we end up with a knife in our kidney. Mission board. Bounty clearance. Okay. Toaster oven. We were going this way. We were going to meet the
Gotta make sure
boss.
to train every day. Bad
Okay.
aim and bad health will get you killed.
True. Yeah. Okay, bro.
What kind of name is SysDef anyway?
System defense. Firmly adds 5% to melee crit damage. Nice.
Where did your stellar rise to infamy begin?
In the streets of New Atlantis. No parents, no godparents. Just a homeless punk kid robbing whoever he could for the credits.
Were these violent crimes? Murders?
I'm a bit offended you even asked that question, Gail. Sure, a few people here and there walked away with injuries, but I'm not some kind of butcher.
That doesn't sound as heartless as your reputation would imply.
Need to have Jazz look at
Well,
my
like
graphic.
I said, I was just a kid.
Were
Need to
you
have
ever
Valuta
caught
take
by
a
the
look at this
authorities in
thing.
New Atlantis?
Recoil's
Oh.
off.
Dozens of times. I'd just give them a fake name, or they just slap me on the wrist and send me on my way. They obviously didn't think that I'd amount to anything and didn't want to waste their time with rehabilitation.
What changed that? Was it the robbery in 2218?
2218.
Bro, Sam, out of the way.
Oh,
Sam, I swear.
the Galbank archives. Very good, Gail. See, you've done your research. That would be when I rounded up a few of my buddies and we knocked the place over. Made off with a ton of credits. My first big score.
My first big
Is that why the Crimson
score.
Scar decided to bring you into their ranks?
That's right. They brought me in, taught me the ropes, and I did crimes for them for 5 years. Till I
5
decided I wanted
years.
more. I got rid of their leader, put myself in his place, and started running the show.
Might as well.
I've been the one in charge ever since.
Man,
Okay,
I
then.
get
Was
so
it
tired of
absolutely
pirates on
necessary
this
to
station
cut his throat
patting
and
themselves on
leave
the
the
back.
body on a
I
public
killed this.
street in the
I
well?
stole that.
No.
Shut
On
the
the
hell
street,
up and get back to
reputation
work.
is everything. I wanted everyone in the city to know that Jasper Cricks was taking over. I think they got the message.
I think they got the message.
So wait, say that again. You think I'm home?
Stop playing games. We both know your real name is Lionel Soto, and you know why I'm here.
Who are you? Fleet? Ecliptic? An independent?
I've spent 2 long years and every credit I had looking for you, just so I could look you in the eye before I pulled the trigger.
Ooh.
Hey, what's with the gun?
Well, she's gonna pull
There
the
must be
trigger.
some mistake. I honestly don't know who you are.
Of course you don't know who I am. You're never concerned with the death you leave in your wake, in your pursuit of greed. You killed my husband, you son of a bitch! And now I'm going to kill you!
Now I'm going to kill you. Oh, she killed him.
Such a terrible shame.
Never mind.
All that time and money she wasted. Ah, well. Better get rid of the body.
I guess he killed her. Rip.
Let me
Awkward.
just ask you one final question before we wrap up.
Fine. Go ahead.
When is enough going to be enough?
Never.
How many credits does Jasper Criggs need until he's satisfied?
All of them.
I should have expected you to ask such a stupid
question.
How the hell could you ever understand? You with your fancy education and your sheltered upbringing and your cushy media job. Me, I came from nothing. Everything I own, I've literally drawn blood to gain.
There's no need to get personal. I'm simply trying to state the facts so that our listeners can make judgments of their own.
No.
Lady, I got news for you. Half of your listeners think I'm a hero. The other half are scared out of their goddamn minds, and they should be.
Perhaps we should talk about something else.
No.
No,
The interview's out of
that's
control.
It. We're
Yep.
done. Can you guys get her the hell out of here? Make sure she takes all this sound equipment with her.
Well, that's it then. Thank you for your...
Actually, before you go, Gail, there's one more thing I would like to say.
One more.
Yes, of course. What is it?
When you broadcast this interview on SSNN, I want you to remember that I'll be listening. If you edit even one word or manipulate my voice to change anything I've said, I will hunt you down and kill you.
Ooh.
In front of everyone.
Ooh.
Do you understand?
You understand.
I understand. You have my word.
Well, he seems like a lovely person. I'm sure he's great. We'll sell this artwork to the trade authority. I have somehow entered the barracks and now I'm here stealing everything again. You know, this just happens naturally, by the way. It's not like I go out of my way to do this. It's just what happens. You know? One minute I'm going shopping, the next minute I'm in like everybody's rooms. Is stealing all their cred sticks. Only the captain. Oh, that's the captain's room, huh? Oh, you don't say. Well, someone really enjoys being part of the Crimson Fleet. He's just a really laid-back kind of guy. Laid back, chill. Yeah, totally mellow. Mellow is the word I would use to describe. Yep. Oh, I guess I did end up in the right spot. Oh, look at that. Made it here by accident.
Move on before Dale sees you slacking.
Never do a job unprepared.
Hi there. I'm the new person.
So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business.
It's time to get down to business.
The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again.
Oh.
Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
Cool. I won't disappoint.
You'd better not disappoint, or you'll find yourself answering to me, personally.
Personally.
All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
I hope this doesn't include fleet before breakfast, because I like to sleep late.
Hey, if you've got a problem, I can decorate that wall behind you with your brains. Room could use a little color if you ask me.
Oh, she don't like it?
It's all right, neighbor. I admire this rook's backbone. Takes a lot of guts to crack jokes with the threat of death staring them in the face.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I am impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there...
Are we looking for One Piece?
We're going to be the ones to find it.
Hold up a minute. What's this code Neva's talking
Through
about?
a bit of luck and a hell of a lot of cash, Neva was able to get her hands on an access code to the inside of the lock. This will be the first time someone from the Crimson Fleet has set foot in there for, well, since Crix left the place behind. It has been frustrating being this close to potential clues, but not being able to find a way through those prison walls.
So you take every new pirate on these initiations?
Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any rooks who'd be wasting the fleet's time? Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Systef.
I mean, if you just need money, just go get more money. Stop wasting time. What if Neva's right?
Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is real.
How you know?
You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Sounds like you're about to put me
I've
in
done
an
my fair
MLM
share of
scheme.
treasure hunting. Never panned out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure this time is going to be different.
Oh yeah, totally gonna be different. Oh, that's a little over ambitious.
Only to a small-minded rook. You want to be content with your petty crimes? Go join a gang in Neon. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook.
Okay.
Don't keep me waiting.
Oh, I will keep you waiting out in the cold forever. I just got 9,300 credits. Is there anything you can tell me about Crix's history before he ended up in the law?
I could tell you stories that would last for hours. But now is not the time. You have a job to do, and I don't like to be kept waiting.
Lame.
When you... well, if you get back to the key, I am sure you can find some copies of the interview he gave to SSNN around here, somewhere. I think those recordings might give you the history lesson that you are looking for.
Okay. Let me ask you more about this initiation.
Yeah, I suppose. What did you want to know?
What's the deal with Mathis?
There is no deal. You and Mathis are two sides of the same coin. A couple of rooks fighting for a spot in the fleet. Only problem is that he is down a ship and you are not, which puts you ahead. Just barely.
Rude.
Who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky and you won't make it off Suvorov in one piece.
True. What happened to Jasper?
Nobody knows exactly what went down. I mean, there's all sorts of rumors. Crix was in prison for almost 5 years. And judging from the look of the facility, every moment must have been miserable. I suppose he just got fed up and decided to take matters into his own hands. Got the prisoners behind him and kept pushing until he reached the key. The cojones on that guy. UC's toughest supermax prison, and he just waltzed the hell out of there like it was nothing. I would love to have been a part of that.
Okay. What can you tell me about Suvorov?
It's cold. Bitter cold. Just about the last place you would want to find yourself without heat. The few living things that can survive the extreme temperatures are constantly fighting to stay at the top of the food chain. The Crimson Fleet called Suvorov the White Hell. To me, it's paradise.
Okay,
Someone
then.
up here pisses me off enough, I send them down to the surface for a little overnight visit. Snaps them right back into line.
I bet it does. Can you tell me more about the lock?
The UC built the lock as a supermax prison a little under... well, it must have been at least 100 years ago. Before that, those concha de sus madres marooned prisoners on the planet's surface and left them to their own devices. As you can imagine, these turned into some kind of demented survival of the fittest. Prisoners killing each other for a chance at meager supplies. Luckily, some whistleblowers back in New Atlantis saw this as cruel and unusual punishment and pressured the UC into building the facility. 5 years after the prison was completed, Crix touched off the riots that overran the lock and eventually the key.
Okay. That's all for now.
Fine. Then get moving.
I shall get moving. I'm going somewhere. But first, we are going back to the Trade Authority to sell this
Need a drink?
contraband.
Dog at the last Nova will be
Oh
more
god,
than
she's
happy.
scary. To the contraband.
The fleet protects our own, but you turn against us.
This is exactly what I pictured of the Crimson Fleet. Except parrots. That and eye patches.
You expected parrots. Well, Sam, sorry to disappoint you. There are, in fact, no parrots here. Where was the Trade Authority, dude?
Pirates need to
This
shop.
way?
Jeez, looks like you can get anything here.
Clinic. No, wait, where was he? Was he before the oh, there we go.
Let's see. I hope you've brought me something
Let's
interesting.
talk
Always looking
business.
forward to...
Let me sell you my contraband that I just picked up. Bye-bye. Okay. Good talk. Also don't need that. Don't need that ugly gear.
Your credits are always good at the Trade Authority.
You don't steal from your own. Not unless you want the whole station on your ass.
Okay, good to know. What's up,
Get
Mathis?
lost. I'm trying to get ready for the job. You should do the same.
Oh, I don't like him, chat. Also, what's with everyone in their magnificent hair and their magnificent beards and the magnificent mustaches? Hey there. I'm just gonna...
Always listen to Delgado.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gail Dunnigan of SSNN, and this is Galactalk.
Galactic.
My guest tonight is one of the most notorious criminals in the cell system. His ruthlessness and desire for wealth has landed him squarely at the top of the wanted list for every major law enforcement agency in the galaxy.
Hey, Vasco.
I am, of course, speaking of the self-appointed leader.
Home sweet home.
Oh, you don't get to hear the rest of it. Oh, whoops.
Good evening, Gail. Thank you
there we
for
go.
accepting my invitation.
Yes, well, being blindfolded and then grabbed